Hello everyone, my name is Taylor McFadden. Today I am here with Situate High School's adjustment counselor, Ms. Clancy. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Taylor.
So first off, what was your inspiration behind becoming an adjustment counselor?
The inspiration was actually not intended. My plan was to kind of follow my passion in drama, and as I grew up, I had a lot of challenges personally and found that I really needed someone I could trust, someone I could rely on to talk to, and didn't always get that. So I sort of looked to combine my passion and wanting to help people, needing that person as I grew up, and drama into something that I could create as a profession. So through college and a lot of research, I found expressive arts therapy and went to school, went to graduate school, and here I am. I did a lot of other jobs in counseling before I landed on adjustment counselor, but it is my absolute favorite environment.
Do you feel that there is a certain stigma around students asking for extra support? If so, why?
I do feel there's a stigma. I think generationally, it has always been the case. Mental health isn't as easily talked about, but luckily this generation has been the most accepting of mental health, and you see that in the media with athletes, with musicians. They are more apt to talk about their own personal challenges, and as they are role models for kids, now the kids will talk about it. So I do think while parents and of the older generations might still have some challenges with stigma, right now I'm seeing a major shift in the ability to open up about mental health. The other thing I see that I'm hoping will change is females are much more likely to reach out for support. So my caseload is often more females and gender nonconforming students as opposed to males. So I'm hoping that will shift as more and more of the generation that's growing up now will eventually teach the younger that it's okay. It's okay to talk about what's going on for you.
Can you describe your experience working with students in the Lighthouse program?
Yeah, so my students come from all walks of life as they've had major setbacks medically or challenges with their mental health. So I spend a long period of time with them as they need a transitional time to get back into what it's like to be a full-time student here. And sometimes students will have mobility issues or will have treatments in the hospital they need to continue to adhere to, and it's really hard to just jump back in and go to math class and go to band and all the things that they normally would do. So my role with them is to kind of help them reorganize, take it at a pace that feels the most comfortable and for whatever challenge they were dealing with in order to get back into their typical schedule.
How do you feel your job inspires students to persevere through challenging times?
I feel that sort of like what I had said before, I needed someone like me. And I because I do different forms of therapy that isn't traditional talk therapy, I'm able to reach a wider range of people. So someone that might not normally seek out therapy, doing, we could be listening to music, or we could be doing art, we could be shooting hoops, and that's all a therapeutic way that I like to work. So it just feels a little less threatening. So I feel like having someone like me in a school, I might be able to reach more students to help them find the confidence within themselves, to help build their self-esteem just through doing things that they already like.
And lastly, how can students reach you if they need support?
I think the best way is just coming to my room. My room is 272 or 273. They're right across from each other. Also by email at eclancy@sit.org, or I have a Remind. So if people prefer that, but come to my door. That's where I mostly get students. Just come on in.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.